Hi. Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. This is Maggie and Kira, and we're happy to bring you this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. And welcome to Your Essential Practice. And we would like to invite you to subscribe, like, comment, and contact me if you want any of your own rune readings done. Links are down in the description. Also, lots of zodiac and astrological information down in the description box below. So if you want a lot of the astrological information, like what's happening, like moon transits, things like that, that's down in the description box, okay? Let's get into your rune reading for the 11th through the 17th. Greetings, Leo, and welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in. And here's your rune for your energetic past. We have Pertho. Pertho is a lot like unraveling mysteries in a form of like an initiation. This is like divine saying, take that energetic leap. Look, I got you. I'll catch you. Pertho in the Gambler's Cup is a lot like that initiation in the form of, like I said, the gamble, or like a pregnancy, or friendly competition like a board game, or any sort of instance where you know it's how it's going to begin in most instances, right? And how it's going to end. And you can guide it to its end in a sort of a way. And through that, you're going to want to pivot and twist and turn and respond with those energies. And how you start off is different than how you end up after taking that energetic leap, after going through this whole process of that initiation, right? You have that changed perspective. I'll take what resonates here, because this is in your energetic past, and it could mean a multitude of things. In your energetic future here, we have surrendering to divine flow into the now. Looks like you took that energetic leap here, Leo. Radho is a grounded energy. Remember, when we have the lines that go straight down off of the rune, that's a grounded energy. But Radho here has one leg that goes forward. Radho. The one leg that goes forward is always in step, in flow with divine source. That is surrendering to divine flow. So a lot of times this is indicative of a change of house, spouse, or career, where this is not really any like being tolerable too much anymore to those stagnant or discordant energies in your life, and being more in line with surrendering to divine flow. Remember, you can always put your hand in front of a wave, right? This wants you to surrender to that wave, right? To go along with that wave. You can put your hand in front of it and it's still going to hit the shore and come back. So you can resist all you want, or repeat life lessons all you want, but you're going through this initiation. Hopefully you've learned how to surrender to divine flow, but that is the energy of the now, what is kind of calling you towards. In your energetic near future, here is Othala. Othala is that very stable energy. When you have the runes with the lines that go to the outside like that, kind of crisscrossed there. That's the stability where you build your structure on top of. So that's your inheritance, your legacy, the things that you get to leave behind for the next 7 generations versus the next 2 generations, right? What is perpetual versus what is transitory? In your energetic near future here, Othala is like an increase of your legacy. It's more into like this adaptation of divine flow, like you're surrendering to divine flow like more completely and making that into your legacy is what it looks like here. Let's get an energetic influence clarity rune here. So your influence for the energetic now is an Isa. You're feeling kind of in pause, maybe like you're repeating life lessons, but you're not. This is just a pause, kind of like a clarity moment, where this is like the ice that freezes over the deep lake. And it takes time for that to happen, so you can see deep down for that clarity. Right, so that's the energetic influence, and now you're kind of like yeah, I want to surrender, but it feels like I'm doing this. Yeah, I want to be in step, but if, sometimes surrendering to divine flow means resting. It means recharging or going deeper within for clarity, right? It doesn't always mean movement. All right, so your energetic advice for the now, your rune for the, I keep on saying energetic, your rune for the advice for the now is Yera. Yera is like the year or the harvest. So the year is like a changing of seasons. To end a season is to begin a new one. To begin a new season is to end a new one. At the end of the harvest season, we're evaluating things like, did I plant enough seed? Did I nurture it enough? Did I protect it enough? Am I going to have to adjust tactic for next year, for next planting season? Am I going to have enough to last me right now? So this is like a big evaluation, learning period. Yeah. Surrendering to divine flow, taking that energetic leap has led you into, this time of pause, this time of reflection, this time of taking inventory and stock on your life. What did I do? How am I doing things? Two phrases that I have translated from Sanskrit that I even have in my own bathroom mirror, Leo, and I'm a Leo rising, are my thoughts useful? How do I behave? Big time going within for clarity on those. That's beautiful. Like this, just like letting the things, the harvest, letting the harvest take place, knowing that you're learning and evaluating, and you're going to use that energetic harvest here. I think the knowledge and the clarity that you're receiving, and through this surrendering to divine flow, I think it's maybe calling you to build your foundation elsewhere. I don't think it's a here thing, because here is right now it's pausing and kind of being still, but you're in that energetic flow. And energetic flow says that you're going to continue moving here in the okay. Rune for clarity here. I didn't even look at it. This is like a pilgrimage energy. Not rune for clarity. Your whole outcome. Okay, this is the horse rune. This is the rune of an energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again throughout your life, like man's best friend, the horse. Very dependable energy, very intelligent energy, somebody who knows you deeply, somebody who, has been through thick and thin with you, knows what to do, how to handle things, how to be in step and in flow with you, learning these lessons alongside you, is able to pause with you. But this could also mean that you're finally kind of breaking free from a lot of this feeling maybe stagnant, but moving with this clarity and these life lessons into okay, vacation time, spiritual recharging time. Maybe this is you learning where you want to go build your legacy. This could mean like a spiritually recharging place, like going to see a shaman down in South America, or a druid over in Europe, or Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, a river, a tree, like any spiritually recharging place, okay? Could be an ice cream shop, okay? You can just take what resonates here and leave what doesn't. But regardless, I think this is solidifying and learning that lesson, like, hey, this energetic source has proven itself to you time and time again. This is what you're building your legacy with. This is what you're leaving your lasting legacy with here in your future. Now let's get some runes for clarity here on all this. We're using the lapis lazuli set here today for the clarity runes. And your energetic past, you're looking for that clarity, so you're like throwing yourself in for that clarity. You're feeling like you're maybe repeating life lessons a little bit and feeling like kind of stuck or frozen or rigid. But Divine's saying, throw yourself into this, and learn these lessons. The answers aren't always found outside. A lot of the answers are found within. When we do pause, when we do are throwing ourselves into our inner work. Yeah. And Leo, this is a really good time of year to do that. So your rune of clarity for surrendering to divine flow with Rune now is in Aiwas. We have Aiwas here and Aiwas. Aiwas here is the rune of flexibility, durability. This is like the U branch, Y-E-W, that tree that they used to make bows out of, very flexible, very strong wood. So this is calling you to embody that flexible durability kind of stuff. These two go hand in hand. I believe that these two like reciprocate well off of each other, because this is the best way to be flexible and durable, is to be in step, in divine flow with the now, being present, being now. Yeah. When we freeze too much or not enough, we can have Isa in our lives and need to go pause furthermore. When we're flexible, though, we get to see Sawilo, the sun, on the other side of the branches as they sway in the wind. And we know that we can maybe even see the land where we're going to be building our legacy. We can even see the smile of a friend. Yeah. Your energetic near future is clarified. Yeah, success, good fortune, beautiful. The sun's light is very abundant. This is, you embodying this. This is thawing out any emotional waters that feel frozen within you, Leo. This is you shining, like embodying your energy again more fully, right? You're going through this self-guided initiation process, not really I don't really think this is a metamorphosis for you, but this is like a self-imposed set of lessons that you're learning, and feeling very blessed and very abundant in doing so, in creating that legacy. The sun's light is going to shine where you are going to be building here in the future. That's really beautiful. So let's Isa clarified by your energetic influence of the now. Yeah, beginning new things, nurturing. This is a lot like the Empress card in tarot as well. The Birch Rune Berkana here is about like the familial style nurturing. This could be calling you to go back home or to connect with family for that nurturing, for that you need right now, that emotional clarity, that emotional nurturing. This is like a mother's love kind of energy here too. So this is something you could be embodying as well in your stability. This is almost like a divine feminine kind of connection energy, knowing how to create all these beautiful new beginnings and things, but also knowing how to nurture them as they evolve, like a mother's love does or with a child. The child's need, or the love for a child, or that a child requires, changes, so that evolves as well. Okay, let's see what the rune of clarity is for Yara, for your advice for the now. Remain in your faith, stay grounded. Algi's here is the elk rune of divine defense. That's the antlers here, your built-in divine defense and connection, built-in protection there. So being in your faith, in your nurturing, gosh, this is a whole big lesson that you gave to yourself, Leo, of surrendering to divine flow, pausing and going within, increasing your aspects of faith. You're calling in your abundance of faith. I think you're calling in your harvest of faith. You want to increase your faith. You wanted to initiate this process of like, I need to increase my faith. So there it is. Careful what you wish for. Okay, energetic outcome for all of this. You have your beautiful abundance here. Fehu, still very grounded, divinely connected. This is a reminder too that we have distractions, opportunities, investments, responsibilities that can also distract us from our divinely guided path. But this is an adaptation of what abundance means to you. I believe this is like an energetic partnership, like a friendship, or could be a coworker too. But I really think this could be more of like a friendship or a kinship to start off with, where you're building a legacy very successfully together here in the future, or some, even if this is a relationship with yourself or divine source, right? Your aspect of abundance here is in this Ewa. So I think if this is a pilgrimage energy where you're going to the spiritually recharging place, I think this is where you're going to end up setting down roots. I think this is where you're going to end up like maybe relocating to. So be mindful of that if you're making travel plans. Beautiful stuff though. All right. Let's get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Divine, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Leo today? Leo, this is a beautiful reading here for you, and Divine will give us that message of clarity as we continue. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. Adversity, it says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And it looks like you gave that yourself to, I mean, wittingly or not, you kind of introduced yourself to the adversity and to initiate this for yourself. This is like a defensive kind of posture here too, divine defense, but also your faith in all these lessons that you're learning through this perceived and I stress perceived adversity, okay, because a lot of it is stuff that you summon. Okay, so let's look at the card a little deeper here, shall we? Again, it says, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Leo, no one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then the next hurdle won't seem so daunting. Yeah, it won't seem so daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family, and you are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer you assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. Namaste, Leo. Have a blessed, abundant week.